In this video, how to install the VPMW double cable valley panel on a metal roof. Begin by measuring each valley section and then cut the base extrusions to length using either a circular saw or a miter saw. Keep in mind that the extrusions should be gapped about 3/8 of an inch when they're on a continuous plane, and whenever there is a direction change or a pitch change on the valley, there should be about a 3-inch gap to allow the cable not to be kinked during routing. Also, at the very top of the valley, make sure you leave 3 inches space so that the cable can loop back down during the routing process. The VPMW can be installed on standing seam panels of the roof to allow for a melt path. Apply beads of adhesive to the flat portion on the underside of the base extrusion. Additionally, butyl tape can be used to hold the base extrusion in place until the adhesive cures. Install the base extrusions to any standing seam area needing a melt path, allowing for a 3/8 of an inch gap between extrusions if more than one piece is necessary. When installing the VPMW on W valleys, make sure that you apply beads of adhesive to the angled portion of the underside of the base extrusion. Additionally, butyl tape can be used to hold the base extrusions in place until the adhesive cures. Install base extrusions to any raised W valley, allowing for a 3/8 of an inch gap. Once the extrusions are in place, you can begin routing the heat cable. Pick either the right or the left side as a starting point, depending on what works best for your application. Heat cable will be routed continuously all the way up to the topmost base extrusion. Once the heat cable reaches the topmost portion of the extrusion, loop it back down gently and then continue routing on the other side of the extrusion channel. Be sure that the heat cable is firmly seated into each channel before installing the covers. Note how the cable is easily able to route from one extrusion to the other during this direction change because of that 3-inch gap. Snap color match covers in place over the cable by applying firm pressure. Create tabs for pitch changes by cutting away roughly 1 inch of material from both sides of the bottom cover using your hand snips. Then use a handbrake to bend the top of the cover, allowing it to match the pitch change. Snap the top cover into place, covering that 1-inch tab that you created in the previous step. The covers can butt together when they are installed over base extrusion that is on a continuous plane. No overlapping needed in this case. Create tabs for angle changes by cutting away roughly 1 inch of material from both sides of the bottom cover. Many times an angle change will also include a slight pitch change. Use your handbrake to bend the top of the cover, allowing it to match that pitch change. Snap the top cover into place, covering that 1-inch tab that you created in the previous step. Create a ramp in the last cover to conceal the loop of heat cable that's at the top. To do this, measure 3 inches down from the top of the cover and make a mark on each side. Cut a slit at each side using your snips. Bend the top 3 inches of the cover down, creating that ramp. Cut a triangle at the top to allow for the raised W valley. Cut away excess material from the sides so that it doesn't prevent the cover from snapping into place. This is your final cover to install. Thank you for taking a look at this video. Please see the rest of our videos in our how-to series on our YouTube channel. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe.